My girlfriend texted, "I think we should open our relationship, but only on my side." I responded, "Sounds fair." Then I closed my wallet, my apartment, and my time for her. She learned what open really meant when she couldn't reach me for 5 days. I, 28 male, had been with Qley, 26, for 3 years. We'd been living together for the last year in my apartment. I thought things were solid until last Monday when she dropped this bomb via text while I was at work. "Babe, I've been thinking. I want to explore my sexuality and experience more before we settle down. I think we should open our relationship." I texted back, "Let's talk about this when I get home." "No, I've already decided, but just on my side. You're perfect the way you are. You don't need anyone else." I stared at my phone for a solid minute. My coworker Anton noticed my face. "You good?" I showed him the texts. He whistled low. "That's bold." When I got home, Qley was dressed up, like really dressed up. New dress I'd never seen. "So," she said, twirling, "what do you think? About the dress or the one-sided open relationship?" She giggled. "Both. I have a date tonight with this guy from my yoga class. Isn't this exciting? A date? Already?" "Well, we've been talking for a few weeks." "Weeks?" "Just as friends, but now we can explore more. You're okay with this, right? I mean, you're so secure and mature." The manipulation was off the charts. I took a deep breath. "You know what? Sounds fair." Her face lit up. "Really? OMG, you're the best. I knew you'd understand. Totally. Have fun tonight." She kissed me on the cheek and practically skipped out. The second the door closed, I got to work. First, I called my landlord, Mr. Hoffman. Explained the situation. "She's not on the lease, right?" he asked. "Nope." "Then she's your guest? You want her gone?" "Not yet, but I need you to know what's happening." Next, I went through our finances. We'd been splitting things, but I noticed something interesting. She hadn't paid her half of utilities in 2 months, or groceries in 3. I'd been on autopilot, not noticing. Her car insurance, on my policy. Her phone, on my plan. Netflix, Hulu, HBO, Spotify, all mine. I didn't cancel anything, yet. She came home at 2 a.m., humming. I pretended to be asleep. Tuesday she was glowing. Couldn't stop talking about Trevor, yoga guy, and how connected they were. "He's so spiritual, you know? He understands my need for growth." "That's great," I said, pouring my coffee. "You're not jealous?" "Why would I be?" "This was your decision. I respect it." She seemed confused but pleased. Wednesday, she asked for money. "Babe, can you Venmo me $200? I want to get my nails done for my date tonight." "Oh, I figured since you're exploring independence and new experiences, you'd want to handle your own dating expenses. But you always pay for my nails." "Right, when we were exclusive. But now you're dating other people. Doesn't seem fair for me to fund that." Her face scrunched up. "You're being petty." "How? You made a unilateral decision about our relationship. I'm just adjusting accordingly." She stomped off, paid for her own nails. Thursday was when things escalated. "Why is my Netflix not working?" she called from the living room. "Oh, I changed the password." "What? Why?" "Well, I'm reconsidering who has access to my accounts." "Your accounts? We share everything." "No, you use my accounts. There's a difference." She came storming into the kitchen. "What's your problem?" "No problem. You wanted to open things up. I'm opening things up." "That's not what I meant." "What did you mean?" "I meant I could see other people, but everything else stays the same." "So you want to date others while I pay for your life?" "You're twisting my words. I'm literally repeating them back to you." She grabbed her purse. "I'm going to Trevor's. At least he appreciates me." "Cool. Have fun." Friday, I took a personal day. Packed all her stuff, neatly, carefully, in boxes. Changed the locks. She had a key but wasn't on the lease. Totally legal. Put her boxes in the building storage room with a note. "Your things. You have 30 days to collect them." Then I blocked her on everything and went to my buddy Jerome's lake house for the weekend. Turned off my phone. Update 1. I turned my phone back on Monday morning to 73 missed calls, 126 texts, and 32 emails. Not from Qley, blocked, but from her friends, her mom, even Trevor. My favorite was from Trevor. "Bro, your girl is crazy. She's been at my place since Friday freaking out. Can you come get her?" I texted back. "Not my girl anymore. Your problem now, Spiritual King." Qley's best friend Mariah had left 15 voicemails, each more unhinged. I listened to them for entertainment while making breakfast. "You can't just ghost her. She's having a panic attack. This is abusive. She didn't mean it. Trevor kicked her out." Answer your damn phone. I texted Mariah once. She wanted an open relationship. I opened it so wide she fell out. Not my problem. Then Qley's mom Eleanor showed up at my apartment. Building security called me. There's a woman here claiming to be your mother-in-law. I'm not married. Don't let her up. I could hear Eleanor screeching in the background about that bastard who abandoned my baby. That afternoon, I got a text from an unknown number. It was Qley using her mom's phone. We need to talk. This is insane. You can't just throw me out. I responded, I didn't throw you out. You left to go to Trevor's Thursday night. I assumed you moved in with him since you're exploring new connections. You changed the locks. Safety reasons. Lots of strangers coming and going lately. That's not funny. Neither is being told your girlfriend wants to sleep around while you foot the bill. I never said that. I sent her a screenshot of her original text about the one-sided open relationship. That's out of context. The context is literally right there. She tried calling. I didn't answer. Tuesday evening, the real entertainment began. Qley had apparently been couch surfing. Trevor lasted 2 days before kicking her out. She went to Mariah's, but Mariah's boyfriend wasn't cool with it. Then to her mom's, but Eleanor lived in a studio apartment. According to Instagram, I had a burner account. She was posting cryptic quotes about toxic men and narcissistic abuse, and when he can't handle a strong, independent woman. My ex-girlfriend before Qley, Amy, who I'm still friends with, sent me screenshots of Qley deeming her. Girl to girl, what's his deal? Why is he like this? Like what? Cruel, vindictive, controlling. That doesn't sound like him at all. What happened? I just asked for some space to explore myself and he evicted me. You asked for space and he gave you all of it. Sounds fair. You're just still in love with him. LMAO, no, I'm married with twins, but nice try. Amy sent me laughing emojis. Dodged a bullet there, buddy. Update 2 by Wednesday, Qley had retained a lawyer. Or tried to. Turns out lawyers cost money and Qley had exactly $74 in her account. How do I know? Because she accidentally sent me a screenshot meant for Mariah showing her bank balance while complaining about financial abuse. Her mom Eleanor called me from a different number Thursday morning. You need to take her back. No, she made a mistake. She made a choice. She's staying in my studio. I can't live like this. Maybe you should have raised her to understand consequences. How dare you? I hung up. Thursday afternoon I get a call from my building manager. Hey, just a heads up, someone tried to break into your apartment. What? Don't worry, they didn't get in. New locks held. We have it on camera. Want to press charges? I watched the footage. It was Qley, trying her old key, then attempting to jimmy the lock with a credit card like she saw in movies. Security approached her and she ran. I decided not to press charges, but did file a police report for documentation. That evening, Trevor reached out again. Dude, I'm sorry, I didn't know she had a boyfriend. You didn't know? You met her at yoga. She talked about me. She said you were her ex, said you were controlling, and she finally got free. I sent him the timeline, her text about opening the relationship, dated Monday, her first date with him, that same night. Holy shit, she played me. Yup, she told me you were abusive, said you controlled all the money and wouldn't let her see friends. I paid for everything because she spent her money on yoga classes and weed, never stopped her from seeing anyone. Damn, she's at some dude named Kyle's place now, Gabu. Met him on Tinder Tuesday. Already it's been 4 days since she left my place. Bro, she's been active. Matched with like 50 dudes talking about needing a place to stay. Friday morning I get served. She's suing me for illegal eviction and emotional distress. I laughed so hard the process server looked concerned. I called my lawyer friend Dimitri. She wants $10,000 for emotional distress and 3 months of living expenses, he read, chuckling. This is adorable. She wasn't a tenant, right? Nope. Guest, not on the lease, never paid rent. Did she receive mail there? Some, but I have texts of her saying she was staying with me temporarily until she figured things out. From when? 2 months ago when she was apartment hunting but decided my place was nicer. Perfect. This will be dismissed immediately. Countersue? For what? Attempted break-in, defamation, the social media posts, and my personal favorite? Fraud. Fraud? She's been telling people you were already broken up when you weren't. That's fraud to obtain goods and services, specifically housing from Trevor and others. Do it. Update 3. Weekend was quiet. Too quiet. Then Monday hit like a hurricane. Qley's mom Eleanor partnered with Qley to create a women supporting women post on Facebook, claiming I was an abuser who financially controlled and isolated Qley, then made her homeless when she tried to assert independence. The post went semi-viral in our area. 900 shares. Problem was, I had receipts. I created my own post. Since my ex wants to make this public, here's the actual timeline with screenshots. Monday, she texts me wanting to open our relationship, but only for her. Monday night, she goes on date with Trevor, predetermined. Tuesday, Thursday, she continues living in my apartment, asking me for money for dates. Thursday night, she leaves for Trevor's voluntarily. Friday, I pack her things safely after she doesn't come home. I have paid 100% of rent, utilities, and her car insurance for 6 months. She has not contributed financially while living with me. She is not on the lease. She chose to leave for another man's house. I have every right to change my locks when someone who doesn't live there anymore has a key. But sure, I'm the abuser. I attached every screenshot. The original open relationship but only for me text. Her Venmo requests for date money, her texts about staying temporarily. Everything. The post got 2,000 shares in 6 hours. Turns out Qley had done this before. 3 of her exes reached out. She did the same to him in college. She convinced him to pay for her semester, then dumped him. Ricardo. She lived with him rent-free for a year, cheated, then claimed abuse when he kicked her out. We formed a group chat called Qley Survivors Society. Kyle, the Tinder guy, messaged me Monday night. Yo, is this your ex? Profile. Unfortunately, she's at my place right now talking about moving in. It's been 3 days. Run, dude. Already packing her shit. Thanks for the warning. Tuesday morning, Qley was officially homeless. Eleanor couldn't handle her anymore. Mariah blocked her after Qley tried to seduce Mariah's boyfriend to prove he wasn't loyal. Trevor had already blocked her. Kyle kicked her out. She'd burned through 5 couches in under 2 weeks. Final update. The court hearing for her lawsuit was yesterday. It was glorious. Qley showed up in what I can only describe as an outfit of desperation. A dress way too formal for small claims court, like she was going to the Oscars. The judge reviewed her complaint, then looked at my counter evidence. The lease, only my name. Bank statements showing I paid everything. Her texts admitting she was staying temporarily. The original open relationship text. Security footage of her trying to break in. Screenshots of her defamatory posts. Miss Qley. The judge began, already looking tired. You were not a tenant. You were a guest. You left voluntarily to stay with another man. Your ex-partner had every right to change his locks. But Your Honor, I had nowhere to go. According to these texts, you went to Trevor's house, then Kyle's, then several others. You had plenty of places to go. He financially abused me. By not paying for your dates with other men? The courtroom actually laughed. Qley turned red. This is sexist. The judge, who was a woman, raised an eyebrow. How? He's using his financial privilege against me. His financial privilege of paying his own rent? More laughter. The judge dismissed her case with prejudice. She can't refile, and granted my countersuit. She owes me $500 for the attempted break-in, $1,000 for defamation, $20,500 for the 6 months of utilities insurance she never paid. She screamed, actually screamed in court. I don't have $4,000. Then I suggest you find employment, the judge said dryly. Eleanor stood up. This is unfair. He manipulated the system. The judge looked at her. Ma'am, your daughter wanted to have her cake and eat it too. She learned that actions have consequences. Case dismissed. Outside the courthouse, Qley tried one last manipulation. I loved you, she said, fake tears rolling. How could you do this to me? You did this to yourself. You wanted to open the relationship. I just opened it all the way. I didn't mean it like that. Then you should have communicated like an adult instead of announcing you were going to date others while I subsidized your life. Trevor walked by at that moment. He was there for a traffic ticket. Saw us, immediately turned around. Qley ran after him. Trevor? Baby. We could try again. He literally jogged away. Jogged. Eleanor grabbed my arm. You ruined her life. No, she ruined her own life. I just stopped financing it. As of today, Qley is living with a cousin out of state. She's working at a call center, according to LinkedIn. Eleanor had to pay the $4,000 judgment to keep Qley's credit from being destroyed. Trevor is in therapy. He texted me. Kyle started a TikTok series called Red Flags I Ignored. Qley is episode 1. The Qley Survivors Society has monthly Zoom calls. It's actually therapeutic. I'm dating someone new, Rebecca from my rock climbing group. She has her own apartment, job, and doesn't believe in one-sided anything. Last week I got one final text from an unknown number. I know this is Qley. I'm sorry. I messed up. I just wanted to feel desired and special. Can we talk? I replied, you wanted an open relationship where only you could see other people. That's not exploring or feeling special. That's narcissism. Please don't contact me again. You're really gonna throw away 3 years? You threw them away the moment you decided I should fund your dating life. Goodbye. She's blocked again. But according to the Survivors Society, she's already trying the same script with some new guy. Posted about her toxic ex and how she needs a real man who understands polyamory. Poor dude has no idea what's coming. But that's not my problem anymore. I'm just living my life, paying my own bills, and dating someone who understands that relationships are a two-way street. Funny how opening the relationship all the way ended up closing it permanently. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Edit. For those asking, yes, this is all legal. She was never a tenant, just a guest. The judge confirmed this. Edit 2. Kyle's TikTok is blowing up. Qley tried to copyright strike it, but she has no grounds. Edit 3. Rebecca read this and laughed so hard she cried. She says Qley reminds her of her college roommate who wanted an open fridge policy but only for her food.